Alright, the stool's not up here. That's unfinished business. Yes, he gets it. Alright. So I got a little bit of new material for y'all for the first one, and then the second one is one I've done before, but you really can't hear it enough. Is this gonna go out? Hold on, I gotta... It is gonna go out. Okay. Are you gonna go out? Who's feeling better? This one? We'll try this one. It's so hard to be so far, even when they got planes, trains, and a car. A video chat won't give me that warmth that I feel when I'm with you for real. That takes me away, gets me through the day. I thought I could keep it with simple jewelry. You let me put it on your finger, but that finger is naked today. What do you recommend for that kind of pain? Because a drug won't do it. Get it out in my brain. These memories are high octane. They fuel the fool who had it all planned out, discounting every word that leaves his mouth. Can we figure this out? Can we figure this out? Don't make me shout, because then you'll cry, perpetually portraying me as the bad guy, perpetually portraying my life as a lie. Who's your daddy? In the sky. That's it. It's a joke stool. It'll come in handy someday, I swear to God. All right. See, I'm still one of those artists who likes to write things, like literally write things, so thank you for bearing with me. This is called Specification Specimen Test Graduation. This one is for all the souls who couldn't enunciate and wasted away, forgotten, committed to a cage. I've never heard it, but I remember your name. You were never insane. You just couldn't explain. Oh, believe. I know that pain. Eureka! You exclaim. You're trying to arrange every little way your orchestra will play, but you are not classically trained. Your tongue does not match your brain. The latter glides like a raven flies, and the other hummingbird hovers, gracefully flutters, disguised by blurred lines. It's spastic turbines. Now your sloppy sentences are being technically dissected, and because of your lack of specificness, your words are being twisted into an entirely different message. So how did this get messed with? Naive delivery with short-sighted good intentions? Or was it perception? Biased ears only let in what they're willing to hear and accept, but let's not rule out the possibility that instead of them judging critically, they have more of a disability. See, people fear what they do not understand, and sad favorite secondary emotion is mad. Angry leads to rage and escalates into violence, the kind of defiance whose tactical talks start real-life riots. Who in charge they don't like. The leaders with the power to ignite a group of people who are just given the information, a reminder, more like, that simple math can graph irrefutably the fact, the ratio, so you can see and process that the oppressed will always have numbers over the oppressors. Whether it's 8 to 1 or 1 to 2, the latter is the outlier of the group. Most likely the ringleaders of these primal fist beaters, searching frantically for a fight, clicking teeth, gnashing, waiting to bite, looking up, awaiting the word to rise, wounded soldiers with no names, the skeletons claw from the unmarked graves, yard on sight. If you're committed, you're here for life. Systematically being executed. This isn't history. They still fucking do this. The only thing different from the asylum days is a new paint job and a candy-coated name. Boarded, beaten, then injected. Hazmat suits? Wait, who's infected? Torturing the suspected culprits into dejected mind states until they have been rehabilitated into believing that they're insane and teaching them to be silent and well-behaved, but they will regret genociding these people who perceive differently when they're fighting an unseen enemy. You're killing off our healers, wounded warriors, and sightseers who've been shouldering your horrors. When you're in hand-to-hand combat with an alien contact, you're going to want back the people you aggressively attacked and wish they were there to illuminate the darkness protruding, looming your way. Our war is now against humanity. Our demons have began manhandling the host bodies that we as people are at a war uncivil against ourselves. Demons, vices, crosses to bear. We fight in others what inside us scares. Greed, pride, envy, and wrath. And that's just the starter pack of the games like we used to play when you and your friends would stop and laugh. Silly little games is what they would think, but in this realm, scores kept differently. A win is a win and a loss is a loss, an exchange of energy that fuels the larger entities, the karmatic flow and where it goes. Try and smite me and I'll dance like you're shooting at my toes. Such delightfully funny mental imagery of me hopping around like a rabid bunny. But the picture that I paint for you is nothing like what I have been viewing. It's like I wrote the book and you only saw the movie. You will put respect on all the names of the real life human sacrifices who died confused, alone, far from home, like the ending to Edgar's final poem. In his last breath, dressed in clothes that fit, almost as ill as the skin and bones of his own he was in. He parts his lips, and out slips a final plea regarding who's sold to be kept. Lord help my poor soul, was his final statement. I won't get started on his poorest post-death desecration, but this is not fiction or a caricature. There are people who are currently enduring this torture, receiving what America calls care. There are vulnerable souls taking blows, both psychological and physical, even spiritual, violated in every possible way. You can ask me once again. I do this for the gravestones marked only specimen. Woo! Quick. But yo, I'd rather be bored than be fucking boarded. That's a tender subject like an open sore is. The seclusion room is a funny statement because you're never alone. Say hi to Satan. You can restrain my body, but not my mouth, so I thought. Then the spit hood came out in chains like a wild beast, and I'm sure that's exactly what they thought of me. Strapped down, your tears will drip like water torture, you're in their grip. You can squirm, but it'll only tighten. It's deadly squeeze like a dark python. The woman knew I was a snake when she picked me up, so the fiery venom injected is poetically just. What goes around comes around, they say, blindsided like a left hook to the face. Knock out your teeth so you cannot bite, like challenging Muhammad Ali to a fight. You'll be put in your place that they think you deserve, and frequently that place is 6 feet beneath the dirt. Float like a butterfly, sting like tears that have been bottled inside, finally escaping after years. Fermented like wine, the blood of us all of us who rise must eventually fall into a hole of ominous nature. Better help you bottom out versus stewing in the anger. So tuck me in with the kiss of death, the eerie lullaby loops inside my head. Woo! Woo!